Hi, thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm JB Bryan, President and Chief Investment Officer at JB Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm, the home of AfroEconomics, and I am the author of AfroEconomics, Our Black Wealth Matters, and we have that behind us on the screen so that you know what I'm sharing with you. And today we're talking about financial survival kits. So make sure that you download the app, go to your app store for your smartphone and get the app, AfroEconomics.com. It is absolutely complimentary. And then also go to the website, AfroEconomics.com, and sign up for my weekly Afroeconomic updates. It has lots of investment information. This week's tip that was in there, as well as the market highlights and updates on performance over the year. Also have a tip. This week's tip was about business for business owners and things like that. So make sure that you take advantage of it. It also has all of the information that you'll get weekly about events coming up, highlights about the Wednesday events. I do this every Wednesday. God willing, I will continue. Like, I don't know. It's been multiple years now at this point. I try not to even think about it. Just go and do what I have been put here to do. And I'm convinced that AfroEconomics is a strategic financial management program that will increase Black wealth in America and abroad. So I'm so glad that you're hanging out with me today. Thank you all for viewing. Please make sure you put in your comments, and I'll make a point to go back and reply to your comments. That is a commitment. That's very important for me to make sure that you know how important you are to me. So share the love as well. And please click like if you enjoyed today's discussion, and subscribe to the channel so that you'll get the alerts when I go on the air. So let's talk about financial survival kit. Now, when I first thought about the topic, I really was just going to talk about like what we need to have, like the 10 principles of Afroeconomics and what you need to have in your financial life, like the 10 principles. And I'll just summarize this here because I just feel compelled to summarize the 10 principles of Afroeconomics: legacy, self-reliance, and financial independence; organization and planning, financial planning. The fourth principle is knowledge. The fifth principle is integrity. And then the sixth is review and accountability. Check yourself. Seventh principle is the fearless entrepreneur, which is the next book that's coming out. And check out, I have the Afroeconomics for Kids book is out. And make sure you share that because the holidays are coming up. And I have this great picture on my Facebook page of this beautiful child in Richmond, Virginia. And she is enjoying the leaders of the New South got the book for her, and her and her sister, and they just love it. So it made my day seeing the leaders of the New South post that picture, and I shared it. I had to take it. So then principle 8 is have credit confidence, move forward and protect yourself. Principle 9, determination. Principle 10, Black health and Black wealth. So let's make sure that those are key components of your financial life. But with a hurricane approaching the East Coast, and my prayers are with those of our brothers and sisters in Haiti and Jamaica that are being hit. Let's hope that that they come out of this okay. And it's headed towards the East Coast, where I spend the majority of my life over here, either in Virginia or DC. So, I definitely know that we're going to feel the impact of it. And even more surprising is that I'm traveling to South Carolina for a book event this weekend. And my mama keeps telling me, don't go, you can't go, you can't go. But it's amazing because the storm could just go through in a moment of time and disrupt so much stuff. And I don't want it to mess up my entire Saturday. But I have to travel on Friday, so y'all pray for me, pray for my safety. And also, let's look at that's what. So the point here I'm trying to make is that with that hurricane, it made me change my thought process from just talking about the principles, but to actually think about what we need to have if something were to happen, like in Jamaica, Haiti, and it's Florida, and you're in Florida, and you got to get out of your house quick, and you got to get out of your house quick in South Carolina, got to get out of your house quick. Like where I'm from in North Carolina, they had a major flood the other week. Schools were closed for 3 days, and people had to get out of their homes. So what do you do? What do you have? Do you have a financial kit that you can just pick up, walk out the door? So these things you really need to think about. What do we need to have together? So let's just go over it. Well, first of all, I suggest that your originals of any documents, like the most important things, like your homeowner's insurance policy, the actual policy, any annuity policies, any life insurance policy, disability, long-term, and all of the policies, these contracts that you have, you can keep them off premises in like a safe deposit box. It's very cheap if your bank still offers it. They're very inexpensive, like $50 a year in most cases, maybe free for certain accounts. But just having a safe deposit box could really help. But at the minimum, make sure that these originals are kept in a safe, in a fireproof safe in your home. So then, in addition to that, personal kit. In that personal financial kit, the first thing to have is the book. Look, I could at least put it up right, but have the book now. But in addition to, you have your AfroEconomics book, so that if you have to go somewhere and you want to have some really good reading, you'll have that. So your personal financial survival kit, have copies of all of your financial statements, right? Have copies of all of your account information. Have it in your personal kit. Not all the copies, not like what's in the account, but information on the account. Okay, let's look at it that way. That you don't need to have the statement. You need to have just the account information in your personal, so your financial survival kit. Because we're gonna put it together. You're gonna have it. You're gonna have it in your little bag, and you're gonna have your things, and you're gonna have all your forms. Of course, it's gonna be bigger than that, unless you do what I'm gonna suggest near the end, is that have all these things scanned and then put them on a zip drive. But I still want to have some major account information. I would like zip drives just make me oversave. Then I want to have a copy. I want to have a picture of it. Then I want to have a zip drive. Then I'm like, I still want it on printed form. So copies of any medical things that you have, any medical prescriptions that you have, keep those. Any medicines that you're taking, any emergency medical issues that you've had in the past, make sure that you have that information in your financial survival kit for crisis. Have your doctors, have the information of all the doctors that you work with, people that will know your medical history, have written information about any allergies, if you have asthma, if you have diabetes, all those type of things. Make sure that you have that in your financial survival kit so that you can live. So if something happens to you, they'll have somewhere knowing so that they can save you, right? So that, what about have a list of your emergency contacts? Yes, we want to have our family, we want to have anyone that needs to be contacted, and so that you can get to it. And I'm assuming at this point we're just leaving, you've been asked to evacuate or something like that, and you have that financial survival kit all put together, because JB Bryan said, I need to have this stuff all organized. You pick it up, and then you want to let your mama and everybody know that you're doing okay. So then you just go to the numbers, because sometimes when I get nervous and I need the numbers the most, then that's when I don't forget. So you have your cell phone, maybe the cell phone charged out, but in this packet, I want you to have an extra cell phone charger. But what if, like, I have like two of those, I have those cell phone square things, but they run out. They can only do, like, I think I have one that does like 8 charges, but I really feel like it only does 4. But you can have the charge pack and then have an actual charger also. So if you're somewhere, say at a shelter, and you may be able to monetize because you're the only one with the charger. Start charging $1. I'm just joking, but you never know. So the also have your insurance cards, your insurance policy numbers, your agent numbers. Make sure you have my number. See, my clients can have that for everything, for their investment account and their insurance and stuff. They can call just 1-844-JB Bryan. So we have it all. They also have all your car insurance info. We do that too. But so, make sure if you're working with a whole bunch of different people on those things, have that information on it. Your renter's insurance information, your homeowner's insurance information, have it in your personal financial survival kit. Copy of your will, have it in there. Your original will may be off in the safe deposit box, but you want to have some copies of that with you in your survival kit. This can save a lot of time and money. And it's I know that you think like, wow, why would we think about this? But even if nothing ever happens, we still need to have these things readily available. Something's always going to happen, but so we're all going to die at some point. Imagine if you get into a habit of having this financial survival kit available to you, and no weather crisis ever happens, the house never burns down, but we know for sure we're going to die. Where are all these things going to be? Do you have these things all together somewhere? Do you have that fireproof safe deposit, that's fireproof safe in the house? Do you have a particular section at least in the file cabinet? Do you have scanning privileges, or you could go to Kinko's and just scan it all on to just take all this stuff and just scan the front pages of everything, take pictures of the front pages of everything, and then print those pictures out. There's no excuse. We can get this done. We really can. It's amazing the things that we can do now. So you have that personal survival kit, personal financial survival kit, and you have your business one. So me, I have a habit because I'm the sole owner of my firm. But if you have partners and things like that, you might have to have a separate business kit for financial survival kit for the business, because you might have to have 3 copies of it. If you have 3 partners, you're involved in business with 3 different people, you might have to have everybody have a copy of that business financial survival kit. And there will be copies of your business insurance, your business liability insurance, your business property insurance, your business errors and omissions insurance, your business malpractice insurance, all of your insurance policy information, all of the insurance information, all of your professionals that are assisting you in your business. You want to have their information right there in your business financial survival kit. One time I had just moved my business out of a building, and within the next week that building burned to the ground, and it was never built. It was never built up again because it was arson. And I saw this lawyer, and he did not move out. They were having so there was some sort of argument going on with the owner and the people that were managing the property, and they wrote us a letter and said, "Get out, get out." So I said, "You don't have to tell me twice. We're out." So I moved out, but the lawyer stayed in there, and he said he had no business insurance. So here you are, knowing me, and didn't even ask about it. Didn't even ask, like, do you sell it or whatever? There's a whole bunch of places. Of course I do sell business insurance. My agency does it all the time. But you just look over these things. So all of his contents in that building were lost. And yes, he felt like, oh, I'm staying here free because they were in this argument. So yes, he was never being charged rent, but wow, he lost a lot more than that. And that took him years to recover all of his information, all his client information, everything. I mean, that place burned to the ground, and it was terrible, but it must have been arson because they never built that up, because they would have had, the insurance company would have built it again if it wasn't something illegal involved in that. I'm assuming, you never know. But that spot in the ground is empty, and I am thankful that I left. So you need to have a business financial survival kit so that stays off the premises of your business, stays off the premises of your business, and you want to have information on that. So there also, some extra things that you might want to keep in your personal financial survival kit would be like mortgage information, the title of your vehicles, the pictures of your family. If for some reason family member gets separated, that you'll be able to say, this is a picture of, you know, my family member that is lost, and could you help us find them or something. That would be terrible, but you need to have pictures of everybody. The your marriage certificate, your marriage license, any divorce documents, also very important, because it will be so hard trying to find that paperwork again. So then birth certificates, social security. So just having a copy. Remember, your originals hopefully are off premises or in this fireproof safe box, and they're fine. But these are, you know, copies of it that you're taking with you, and they're safe. And then you might not even take the copies with you. You might actually have them on film, or you might have it scanned on a disc, but you need to have this information included in some form in your personal financial survival kit. So tax returns over the last 3 years, because those are the ones that could still be audited at some point. Military records, if you're in the military, any stock certificates or that you might have. I don't encourage people to continue to keep stock certificates or bond certificates at home, but some people still do. Dangerous. You can put them in a brokerage account. Even your copies of your passport, having the original passport, I would want to have my driver's license and my passport with me. And so replacing those things can be so hard to do. But, and I'm glad that I wrote this down. This next point is about it. So something happens and you need to make an insurance claim. Do we know that it's important to have an inventory of the things that you have in your house? It's very important to do that. So we need to have take a video or take pictures of especially any improvements and things that you've done to your home, so that you can have them if you need to make an insurance claim to get your home repaired. You can say, oh, this is the quality of the things that I had. If not, then you will not have proof without having the receipts or something like that. So take your videos, take your pictures, have recent pay stubs also available, and then also make sure that you have cash, right? Having cash is vital. So many times we don't have cash available, but you need to have at least 3 days of cash in your financial survival kit. Have 3 days, at least 3 days, maybe even a week, of what it will take for you to take care of every member of your family. Have that in cash available, because if it's real, you can't get to ATM machines, you can't get to the bank, the electricity might be down, everything, but cash will get you everywhere you need to go. When everything else fails, cash is king, right? So that it's real. Keeping cash is extremely real. So the financial survival kit is a vital part of you taking control in times like this, in hurricane season, tornado season, rain season, whatever season. This doesn't really even need to be a seasonal discussion. This should just be a life discussion. We need to have these documents organized and available to us at home, and to have them quickly available for you if you had to leave. If you had to leave your home today, would you have these things organized? If you passed away today, would you have this information readily available to your family, so that they can continue to take care of business and take care of things for you? So make sure that we organize all of your financial documents and develop your own according to what is important to you. As I may have left out some things, crazy may have left out some things, but you know, and I don't even like to talk about these type of things because this is not fun. But in order to really get our financial house in order, we're gonna have to spend some time not really having fun. But you can take a few hours on one afternoon and get all of this organized, and it can really save your financial life when you need it. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I'm JV Bryan, JV Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm, and I'm the Chief Investment Officer, and I'm the author of AfroEconomics, Our Black Wealth Matters, a strategic financial management program designed for the advancement of Black wealth. And if you have any questions for me, any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm at jb@afroeconomics.com. Everybody watching today, if you would like to get a free ebook, let me know. Email me at jb@afroeconomics.com, and I will send you the free ebook of your choice. You can get the legacy edition that includes the the Indicra symbols, and then you can get the legacy edition, the original, or even the children's book. So let me know what you would like in the e-form, because I appreciate you and I want you to make sure you take the time to set up your financial survival kit. I hope that nothing happens to you and your family, but at minimum, what did they say? It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Look forward to talking to you next week. Be empowered.